Yeah, what's going on, guys? Boy, here back on the Madden 17, and today I'm hitting you guys with a quick little mini scheme in the Singleback bunch ace. Now, most of these plays are in the Carolina Panthers. By most, I mean all of them are in the Carolina Panthers offensive playbook. So this is just a nice little sneak peek, other than the Singleback tight slot. So I'm going to show you guys two plays today. And if you guys are interested in what I'm showing you today, then don't be dumb. Go in the description below, pay that $15, and you'll get this ebook and as well as all the other ebooks we release for Madden 17, and you'll get them early too, which is great. So the first play is going to be Z-Spot. Now this play is actually pretty easy to run, and if you haven't ran Z-Spot before, you're going to learn today. All you really want to do is streak your B or your circle receiver, wire triangle, B or circle, and then up on the right stick. And then you're pretty much just snapping the ball and reading your RB and your A. You snap the ball, if the flats are open, you hit the flats. If not, then you hit the A receiver. In man coverage, sometimes the flat gets open depending on who's manned up with him. It's just, you're just going to have to look around and see who's manned up with who. See, this time it's once again man coverage, and of course okay, give me a break here because I do have like some pretty slow tight ends here. This time we look to our X receiver. If the middle of the field is cleared out, sometimes you're going to be able to hit your X receiver as he breaks, just like I did right there. Snap the ball. This time we're going to hit the flats because there's no one there. Gain a nice 5 or so yards. And that's all there really is for this play. You know, you're snapping the ball. You're pretty much looking at your RB first. If the RB is open like he is here, take the RB, take the check down route. And, you know, if you make one guy miss, you're going for another 9 yards, which is really nice. You're pretty much looking at RB, then looking at A, then looking over at X. And if none of that is going to work out, then you're probably going to have to take off with the quarterback. I'm making boo-boo reads because I'm talking. I can't make reads and talk at the same time, man. This time we got our A receiver. Going to pass lead him over to the sidelines, and Ryan Kerrigan's going to take me down right after I complete it. That's really all there is. You just streak your B receiver, and it's just a nice, easy, quick play to run as I make another fucking boo-boo read. My X receiver was open. What's wrong with me? Yeah, that's really all there is. You know, usually someone is always open. Every once in a while, you know, you're gonna run against that guy with that glitchy man coverage, and you know that's gonna happen every once in a while. But there's not really anything you could do about that except for, you know, just take off with the quarterback or make things happen. Like if you have a quarterback with some speed, sometimes you gotta make things happen with your quarterback. That time I passed led to the left purposely because someone was like moving over there. So I don't think Carson Wentz actually had a bad ball right there. That time, I just had to get it in between the 3 defenders, so I passed led to the left so that he would stop, and that's exactly what he did. So he stopped and caught the ball, and I think I'm going to run Z-Spot one more time, and I'm going to move on to the next play. So snap the ball, and we're going to be hitting our X receiver again. This time I did a low precision pass, and that's really all there is, guys. So, you know, that X receiver is going to get open a lot more than you really think, but just don't force it to him because he runs like a really weird route, and a lot of the times man coverage is going to blanket him unless you hit it in the right window. And back into bunch ace. Now this play is a play that I run all the time. It's 4 verts, and I run it a little bit differently than most people. There's 2 ways you can set this play up. One of them, which is probably my favorite way, is just to drag my B receiver just like that. So I snap the ball, and now I have this dragged B receiver that I can hit underneath. And you know, because all the verts are pulling. I'm sorry. Oh goodness. The verts are streaking down the field, and they're pretty much pulling the zones out of the way as I make a dumb read right there. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? But while they're moving, because all the verts are like deep down the field, all it's basically doing is just pulling the zones out of the way. Right there, we check it up in the one-on-one coverage because why not? It is Madden after all. We snap this ball once again, and this time we're going to dump it off to the drag. We're going to be able to rack it for a nice amount of yards. We got Huff over there, and Huff's got a little bit of speed. I think he's at like 91 speed. So that's really all there is to this play. You know, and this time we're actually going to hit A. And I'm going to do my best to try and hit every read. Sometimes you hit the wheel route as soon as he like starts to break. And that's, I'm sorry, I actually snapped and threw it. But this is like a crazy, crazy good play, to be completely honest. It's like one of the best plays. Good throw, Carson Wentz. As I was saying, this is like one of the best plays, like in all time of Madden. Like, I don't care what anyone says, this play's amazing. And that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you hit that wheel route as soon as he breaks. If there's no vert zone there, I believe the vert hook is what it is. If there's no vert hook there, then he's going to be wide open. And then you get like the levels thing with B and A, and you're pretty much just attacking the user and making them attack one guy. So if you're hitting them underneath, and you're going to pull the user down. And if you're hitting underneath, and you're going to pull, you know, like I guess like I just said. But if you're hitting underneath, you pull the user down. If you're hitting over the top, you're going to pull the user over the top. you're going to be able to hit them underneath. That's really all there is to this play as well. And I guess once we'll just do like the little check down route to the wide receiver. It's optional. You could definitely block that running back. I usually just let him go anyways, because if if a block needs to be picked up, he'll usually just pick up the block anyways. So I usually just like leave him alone and just let him run that check route anyways. Basically just like a check and release. Like he checks, if there's no one to pick up, then he just runs, and then you can get the ball to him. But I got hit as I threw it because I was trying to force it to him. But you guys get what I'm talking about, right? So this time we're going to pass lead up to Brent Selleck over the middle of the field to get a nice reception. And also, I guess another thing you could do is instead of dragging that B receiver, you could definitely slant him. And all that's going to do is just it's just going to pull the user up a little bit more. And it's just a good way to confuse them, make them think that you're playing the drag when in reality you got a slant on the field. So it's completely optional. I personally like the drag better, but the slant is definitely a viable option. It's not like the drag is just so much better, so don't even do the slant. It's kind of like a personal opinion of which one you like more, either the drag or the slant. But I prefer the slant, or I prefer the drag. I'm sorry. Also, additionally, the other way you could do this is if you motion out this B receiver and snap him as soon as he sets. Sometimes you get like a nice little bit of a speed boost. And right here, there's no purple in the field, so I'm able to hit him. But Huff, it has nothing except for his speed, like literally nothing. I'm pretty sure his catching is like 60. Like, this guy's horrible. We snap the ball, and this time we're actually going to hit our RB receiver out of the wheel route. And that's going to happen sometimes too. If they're in man coverage with the linebacker, if you got a nice enough tight end, he's going to be able to absolutely burn the guy, motion him out, snap the ball. And every once in a while, like you get of course, I'm not going to be able to do Josh Norman because he's like a crazy high overall, and Huff is not. But you can motion the guy out, and then he gets a speed burst, and he'll just run right past the guy that's supposed to be covering him as I eat a fucking sack. Jesus Christ. But that's pretty much all the ways you could set this play up. The ways that I prefer to set the play up. So if you guys like this video, definitely go ahead and give it a like, comment, subscribe, guys. Follow me on Twitter. It's going to be down in the description below. As always.